foreignfilmcast.com. We're back. Please send comments or questions to foreignfilmcast@gmail.com. Tonight we saw Byzantium.
Very
is,
creepy.
Is the latest Neil Jordan movie.
Vampire.
And I don't think I've seen a Neil Jordan movie since...
Interview with a Vampire?
I think... No, so Interview with the Vampire was like 95-ish.
94.
When was Crying Game? No, Crying Game was before that, right?
I
So
think it was before that.
I think
Crying
Interview
Game.
with the Vampire is my last one, and I saw that in Spain in Spanish. So this movie, directed by him, stars Saoirse Ronan, Gemma Arterton, Sam Riley, who I liked from the Joy Division biopic, Johnny Lee Miller.
Johnny Lee Miller.
Overall, I was delightfully surprised. Let's first get your take, Trace.
Well, as far as a vampire film goes, it was a little slow for me. And I think, for me, in my opinion, it missed the mark on what a vampire movie. It missed the mark on what it encompassed.
What's the movie that hit the mark?
His last movie, Interview with a Vampire,
So
right
that
on
one
the
hit?
action, the actors. This was a little sleepy, a little slow, and it just wasn't exciting.
I agree that the story was slow to develop at first, and so it was kind of like there was a question like, what's going on, like what's their relationship? I thought they're sisters.
Well, that was the story.
Yeah, until you find out
It's a bit of a
the
mystery.
truth. I think it's a good.
Paul, you're
at the
flying off
end,
the screen. Come back.
Come back.
All right.
Sorry about that.
No,
No
I
spoilers,
give
no
you this. I
spoilers.
give you this slowness. We caught Paul sleeping, so maybe it's not fair.
That's right.
He missed part of the movie.
No, I did not sleep.
You almost
I
fell
wasn't-
down the seat.
I wasn't sleeping, but I was trying to lay out.
All right, so I'll give you. There was a little sleepy. The pacing was a little slow, but I'm so used to these indie foreign flicks that this is almost refreshingly quick.
What?
Compared to a lot of the movies I've seen. Remember, I've seen recently films that had in the entire film 180 words. 180 words spread out over 100 minutes. It's tough. So this is good times compared to that stuff.
Yeah.
But I could see how compared to Interview with the Vampire, it's definitely a slower pick. The amount of narrative plot, the amount of story to tell is short compared to the feature length of the movie. I guess I might have appreciated a little more convolution, a little more detail, a little more twist to the plot. But I think he made up. I think he tried to deal with the lack of twisty-turny plot with the editing method in which he revealed it. So the chronology of the movie pretty much starts out with a simultaneous timeline in the past. No, a simultaneous timeline in the present, and then predominantly a second simultaneous timeline in the past. But in addition, there are scattered flashbacks. Is that pretty close?
I think so. Yeah, I mean, again, when you're always flashing back and forth, it's
not
There's some
necessarily.
confusion,
There's a
but-
little bit of time travel.
but that's what vampire movies are all about. It's always
Okay, so
time travel.
what I liked about this movie, cinematography, spot on to me. Acting,
Dang.
phenomenal.
Yes.
At the end of the movie, I noticed the CGI things, and I'm big on the CGI that doesn't scream out screensaver, and that he gave you that.
It was pretty
in my
excellent.
opinion.
Yeah.
Um,
Special effects.
yeah. So, anything you want to say before we spoil?
No, I liked the acting. I thought it was good. The story at the end, it finally came together, and it was good at the end. And I liked it at the end.
I disagree. I'll get into it later.
Oh yeah.
Anyway,
Okay, we're spoiling.
Spoiler!
All right, so I want to talk about the vampire rules here. So one of the obvious vampire rules here they have is as a vampire, you need to be invited into the home of a victim. Before I forget, one of the questions I had about their rules, something I didn't catch on to, and maybe you guys did. The first vampire, chronologically in the story, is the Sam Riley character. He is
The baddie.
he was someone who was ill and found out about a secret location.
Well,
He
he
went
was
to the
trying to
library.
discover
He was trying to discover the secret,
the secret.
and it was in this weird, freaky library,
And,
right?
no, but these two guys approached him saying,
Yeah.
"You've
wow.
been looking in the wrong place." You're,
They
So there's
set
basically
him
a secret
straight.
rocky island
yeah.
with a secret magical cave that you pop in there. The bats go through a sort of rocky chimney,
It's like the Bat Cave,
and
vampire style.
and then you sort of duplicate, and then you sort of suck on yourself as a vampire.
Right.
And this is the beginning of your life as a vampire. So that was how he became a vampire. However, there's a character. What are the? Let's talk about the names because I forgot them. The names of the two main
Clara,
ladies.
the mother.
Clara.
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 Clara,
'Cause she's
and
Irish.
The other one.
Clara.
Eleanor.
Eleanor.
So
Webb.
Eleanor falls for a redhead, and a redhead who has, I think, leukemia.
A
He's
dude.
He's a very sincere, sweet guy, and
Poor Irish lad.
he's dying. So he decides he would like to become a vampire, and the way she does it is she makes sure he's sure,
And he's ready.
and then she one new thing that I haven't seen in any vampire movies is this thumbnail growth.
Oh, that was so scary.
Well,
So
that's
every time it's every time the vampire appetite rises,
yeah.
the
The nail.
only a single nail extends. It's
Your
on the thumb. I don't know if it's
thumbnail.
a right or left. I guess it's
Right.
the left. So she extends her nail, jabs the guy, punctures, and gets some blood, and then she says, "I'll come back for you later." So why are the rules different for this guy? Why does she go for the puncture early and then she has to follow up with the trip to the island? Why not simply a trip to the island? Anybody have an answer for me?
I think
There's no answer, right?
there's no answer.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
she just
She just
he was-
wanted to share
he
the
was giving
secret.
him he was giving her some blood
No,
to feed
wait,
on.
Wait, back up. She went into his house because it was his birthday, and she took the map to the secret island. She gave it to him as a gift with the intent to take him there and convert him. I guess apparently she converted him before, and she wanted to finish the process at the location.
I mean, yeah.
For the
Well,
complete,
but why didn't she just go for the
compl-
traditional way?
because of the complete metamorphosis.
He had to.
Yeah.
He had
Okay.
to
You,
I don't
the
know.
gift.
you haven't.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
She had.
Did he open the gift?
So you guys
I don't know.
tell
I
us,
assume
tell
so,
us,
I don't
tell us the answer.
Yeah, please.
So there's the invitation in, the extending fingernail.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, the birth of the vampire is interesting. You know,
that's
it's,
creepy.
it's always been, that somebody sucks your life away and then it gives you back life. This is like this cave thing at the island is a new thing.
I don't know, but that was a freaky
I mean,
cave.
it's totally
Talk
new.
about the blood. Talk about
There's
the
never
blood.
been anything like that.
What about the blood
Yeah.
at that cave?
One thing I really appreciated here was the fact that when what's her name?
Who?
Eleanor?
Eleanor.
Eleanor's the sincere one. Her mother is Clara. Clara is a whore
Yeah.
and
Deception.
and has been for centuries. And
2 centuries.
Eleanor is very unhappy. She's
Well, she
a
was
quiet,
brought up in
quiet
an
girl.
orphanage.
I love the opening scene where she's writing on. That's her outlet. Her outlet is to write because it's kind of a secret that she's a vampire. Every time people catch on to them, they have to move. So she's writing her story. She wrinkles it up each
Throws
page.
it
She
at the
wrinkles it up,
beach.
tosses them. And opening scene, there's an elderly guy. I'm sure he must be he's a really great actor. He had a
Probably.
great presence and charisma. And he collects these things, and they walk for a while. He listens to her story, and then it's interesting because you'd think that after he hears the story, he would probably decide, if anything, okay, I'll join you. I'll be a vampire as well. But the implication is that he says, I surrender take me as your victim so I can.
Die.
It's like euthanasia.
Right.
Yeah.
He wants to go. And
He just wants. Well, he shares his
and
life
go
with her.
peacefully, kind
He
of.
shares his life with her at the end.
All right, sorry guys, the startup disc is almost full, but any closing comments? Overall, I give
Recommend it.
I give it a thumbs up. If you like vampire movies, I think you should definitely see it, unless you need a Hollywood popcorny movie. But if you could take a little bit of a bit slower pacing, I think the payoff is good. It's I think it's quality cinema, just not popcorn style. Overall,
Yeah,
thinking.
it's I mean, if you can get through the slow parts, I think you'll get rewarded at the end. It's an indie vampire flick. You're not gonna get the cheesy Twilight kind of stuff. So in that
The
sense,
effects are okay. There are
the
effects, and they are
effects-
okay.
yeah. I mean, I like
Okay,
them.
I like Twilight. Sorry.
Yeah, but
Okay,
it's,
yeah,
it's
if
not
you like,
cheesy though.
if you want Twilight, don't look here.
Yeah. This isn't Twilight.
All right, guys, signing off.
Bye.
Thanks.